brush right here. The grass type is considered to be the worst offensive and defensive type, along with maybe bug. It's super effective against water, rock, and ground types, but is resisted by a whopping 7 and is weak to 5. It's not very effective to almost half the types, but despite this massive flaw, I usually have a grass type on my team. With the grass type being my favorite type, I want to try to beat Pokémon Scarlet with only grass type Pokemon. Now for the rules. Rule 1 is I can only use grass type Pokemon. If their Terra type is grass but their base type is not, it's invalid. If the Pokemon's Terra type is not grass, I'm unable to terrestrialize it. Rule 2. No items in combat excluding Pokeballs unless absolutely necessary. Rule 3. The moves my Pokemon can know doesn't matter. It's just their type. It's pretty much just the Ghost type run with grass types. Are we ready? Let's go! We start the game as normal. Doing school stuff, find our mom, and meet Nimona. The challenge doesn't actually start until we get our first grass type, Spidatigo. Not only is the challenge a grass type challenge, but for Coco, sucks. I name him Cattail, since he's a cat with a tail. Also, cattail plants are a real thing. You're supposed to beat her on the first and second battle, so no problem, so let's skip the next 30 minutes of dialogue. Before I do, I must mention I caught a Hoppip named Poppy and a Bountweet named Mallow. Now that our teachers have finally shut up, it's time to start my adventure through Paldea with only grass types. We need a new teammate, so I head west to find Smoliv. Smoliv is a grass normal type Pokemon introduced in Gen 9. I had to catch another Smoliv since this one has a terrible nature. I named it Anxiety. I traveled east, this time to catch a Skidoo named Soaring Wings because I plan to use it for flying moves when it evolves into Go-Goat. Starting this video off with a bang, Titan Cloth time. Cloth is the first Titan, and it's a Stony Cliff Titan. Rock type, so yeah. Beating Cloth gave Cattail enough EXP to evolve into Flora Gottail. I'm glad I hadn't patched this exploit where you jump backwards to climb slightly vertical surfaces. It makes traversal so much easier. Anyway, when I'm over here, I caught a dealing named Summer. Sorry for the really bad looking footage, my phone just hates me. This team is half plant, half forest creature. It's kind of odd, but that's the grass type for you. Bug gym time, and yeah, so I didn't realize the recording wasn't going until her final Pokemon, but at least I started the recording before winning the battle. I have Soaring Wings out with half health in order to set up Leech Seed. He immediately fainted after, so I have Poppy, Sleep Powder, and spam Terra boosted Bullet Seed. If I had a crit, or a Teddiursa stay asleep for one more turn, or one of the Bullet Seeds was a little bit longer, Poppy would have gotten the KO, but nope. Cattail finished the fight. After the fight, I caught a Capsicid. Capsicid evolves into Skullvillain, who is a very powerful grass fire type. I immediately Google where to find a Firestone to evolve Peppers into Skullvillain. The game crashed twice. Now that I have a fire type, it's time to crush the grass gym. The first turn, I would have killed Patilli in one shot, but it was raining and the rain nerfs the power of fire moves. Then again, the smaller right after didn't die in one hit, so I don't know. Finally is Sudowoodo, or as he calls it, Truly Wudo. I Terra'd to not be neutral to rock. Well, if I did, then its grass moves would be double resisted, and Flamethrower would still be Stab, same type of attack bonus. Big Flamethrower is still 1. After that, I travel west, and Oliver notifies me about the Open Sky Titan. This is Bombirdier, the Open Sky Titan. The one Titan that I'm actually afraid of. Flying is super effective against grass, so I'll wait until I'm stronger. She also talked to me about the Quaking Earth Titan, Great Tusk. But that Titan specifically is one that even though I'm strong against it, it's a high level, so I don't want to challenge it. Open world games, am I right? Also, it's getting really close, so I'm going to run now. The next gym I plan on beating is the Water Gym, but it's still high level, so I grind a bit. Mallow evolved into Steenie. I'm sporadic and don't know what video pacing is, so I challenge the Lurking Steel Titan Earthworm. Summer immediately flinches from Headbutt. The next turn, Earthworm goes for Wrap instead of killing me with Headbutt, so I double kick, and it does so little damage. Earthworm hits Iron Tail because of course it did. So I have Soaring Wings attack with Mud Slap, and I completely f***ed it up. Wild Pokemon cannot have their hidden ability, and Earthworm's only other ability is Earth Eater. Basically ground type water absorb. So it's at full health because I wasn't thinking. It hits another Iron Tail, but Soaring Wing survives on 1 health because he loves me. Wrap hurts me by 4 HP less, Leech Seed heals me. So I could be healed to 4 if this thing stopped attacking me. It hit me with Wrap, and Soaring Wings survived again due to affection. Anyway, Soaring Wings can't survive 1 more time, so Peppers is out. Peppers uses Flamethrower, and holy crap! Someone forgot that Flamethrower was super effective, stab, and powered up by the charcoal. Oops. Well, Earthworm eats some Herb Mystica, powers up. It's still really easy. Lurking Steel Titan defeated. Oh, and Anxiety evolved into Dolliv. I was about to challenge the Electric Gym, but Nemona jumped me. He leads with Rockruff, who is easily defeated by Cattail. Rock types are not going to be that tough. I forgot Palmy wasn't fighting type yet, so Disarming Voice wasn't super effective. I mean, neither is Seed Bomb, but it was a knockout. I didn't even Terra for Quaxwell, and it still went down. Electric Gym time against Ayano, the supercharged streamer, and my second favorite gym leader. One of my reasons for getting Soaring Wings is for the ground and flying coverage, but she leads with Wattrel, so I had Peppers kill it with Flamethrower. Bulldoze kills Luxio, but Bellibolt is too strong for Soaring Wings to handle. Peppers finished off Bellibolt and Miss Magius winning the battle. Pacing doesn't exist for this video, so we're challenging Gaimogo, the leader of the Team Star's Dark Team. Disarming Voice is super effective, but the Spiritigor line has horrible special attack, so Cattail barely beats Pawniard. How the f do you actually say that before falling to Gaimogo's Giga Reverum? I really hope one day they do an event so we can catch these Giga Reverums. Hey, Game Freak, make it happen. Summer is out, and after he finished spamming Metal Sound, he hit Snarl, which almost killed me. Meanwhile, I'm forced to use Double Kick. Summer didn't last long. Peppers, on the other hand, does way more damage. So the Giga Reverum is down. 1 of 5 Team Star bosses down. This is the part of the game where we meet the Water Gym leader, travel across the desert right next to the Water Gym, easily defeat a wannabe gym trainer, and return the gym leader's wallet. Oh, and during that process, Mallow learns Stomp, so you know what that means? Hell yeah. Now it's time for the Water Gym, but our entire team is grass. How do you think it went? Now I travel north to try to catch a Snover. Snover evolves into Obama Snow, a very powerful grass ice type, and is my only answer to flying types. It's still weak to flying moves. Because I'm useless, I accidentally killed the first one I found. I got the next one. His name was Snowball. I awaken the new Snover by absolutely crushing the Open Sky Titan. Yes, I was double its level using a stab super effective move with my special attacking Snover, but the newbie beat a flying type. I need to fight the fire and poison type Team Star bosses to make progress. So... At some point, I got brave enough and bored enough to take on Great Tusks, the Quaking Earth Titan. Great Tusk is a Pokemon that managed to crawl out of the Great Crater of Paldea. I don't know how that happened. Primal Donphan is my favorite Donphan. Seed Bomb did a lot, so I decided to Terra, but Great Tusk used Knockoff second round instead of Rapid Spin. Damn. Snowball is my only Pokemon even close to Great Tusk's level, so I have him beat it. One stop at the Pokemon Center later, and I enter Great Tusk's second phase. At first, he was doing the same thing as Cloth, which was not attacking me. And when he did, yeah. Peppers and Arvin Scovillain tag team match pull out the win because Great Tusk flinched from Zen Headbutt. I killed the former Great Tusk that's out in the wild, which granted Cattail enough EXP to evolve into her final form, Meowscarlet. No more gym time. The gym test was easy since this is my first playthrough, so I knew exactly what to do. That means it's time for the normal type gym leader, Larry. He leads with Komala against Mallow. I taught her low sweep specifically for this battle. It immediately yawned me, so after it faints, Mallow fell asleep. She woke up against Dunsparce, but couldn't do much damage before she fainted. Summer is my only other teammate that has fighting moves, but she didn't last long either. Flower Trick on Meowscarlet finished it. Staraptor terrored, so it no longer was his Flower Trick. It still didn't die in one hit. Died in two though, nice. Another gym badge in the bag. After the battle, Soaring Wings evolved. This was huge since Go-Go learns Aerial Ace upon evolving. You'll be really good against bug types. Immediately after the gym battle, Pneumonia waylays me. I misclick like an idiot and use low kick instead of drop kick on Lycanroc, so it gets more damage than it would have otherwise. I decided to use Summer for Gumi, but she can't do a lot while it does huge chunks. Summer flinched Gumi with Zen Headbutt, which is great, but next turn it missed because 90 accuracy moves might as well be 30 accuracy when you need them most. Summer survives Dragon Pulse with only 4 health, and for the first time this playthrough, Summer actually made something faint. Good girl. Almo paralyzed Peppers, but for the first time in recorded history, my Pokemon wasn't fully paralyzed on the first turn and almost took down Palmo. Palmo paralyzed Peppers is the hardest sentence in the world to say. One more Zen Headbutt, goodbye Pikachu clone. Flower Trick demolished Quacksilver for an easy victory. The battle got Snowball and Summer to evolve. Now that my team's strength has increased astronomically, I feel capable of challenging Mela, the Fire-type Team Star Boss. Earthquake didn't quite kill. Flame Wheel did a lot, but it probably wouldn't if her Torkoal didn't have Drought. The Giga Reverum is out, and Blazing Torque brings Soaring Wings to 10 HP and burned, so Earthquake didn't do much before Soaring Wings fainted. It took many Zen Headbutts from Peppers and Stomp from Mallow, including Mallow surviving a hit due to an affection, and we win. Just barely. Let's keep this boss rush going with Atticus, the Poison-type Team Star member. Skuntank, Muck, and Reverum fall in one shot to Earthquake, but when Atticus sends out his Giga Reverum, Noxus Torque, that's the best pronunciation you're going to get out of me, is super effective and poisons Soaring Wings, but Earthquake does a lot of damage. But its ability is Toxic Debris, so after Soaring Wings goes out, Peppers is poisoned. He hits Zen Headbutt, but 2 layers of Toxic Spikes are up, meaning that when my next Pokemon comes out, it'll be under the effect of Toxic. Summer comes out and is poisoned, and dodges Noxox's tongue due to affection. Because of that, Summer lived long enough to defeat the Giga Reverum. A little bit of travel was required to reach the Ice Gym. I immediately left that area to reach Mount Nevera, home to the Ghost Gym. I decided to walk right down to the base of the mountain to test myself against the guard of the Fairy-type Team Star boss. That sentence took me 5 tries. I gave Summer a Smart Strike specifically for these guys. Yeah, I'm not ready. Summer beat Morgrem easily, but Hattrem combined twice. That almost one-shot Summer. I won, but I'm not ready. I decided to complete the first phase of the False Dragon Titan, Dondozo. It's very easy since Dondozo is weak to Flower Trick. Of course, I didn't fight its second phase and third phase, as I'm not ready for that. While I was grinding for the Ghost Gym, I found a shiny Catoodle. Thanks, I guess I already have one. Ghost Gym time, double battles are hard to recap, so I'll try my best. Mimikyu and Bayonet versus Cattail and Peppers. I had to switch Cattail for Snowball because Mimikyu is Fairy type. Seed Bomb breaks Mimikyu's disguise. Bayonet uses Icy Wind. It's not super effective against either of us, but our speed fell. Crunch almost killed Bayonet, but Blizzard finished it off. Mimikyu is still not dead, so Rhyme sent out Houndstone. It keeps spamming Phantom Force, so Blizzard only killed Mimikyu. Rhyme sent out Toxtricity and hit us with Hyper Voice, and Houndstone hit Phantom Force, so Peppers should have died, but survived due to affection. Crunch one-shot Houndstone, and Blizzard one-shot Toxtricity, winning the battle. I had to travel up a mountain to reach the Psychic Gym. Unfortunately, the open world aspect of this game caused me to forget that Pneumonia actually battles you once you enter the 6th gym. Lycanroc obviously failed to do anything against Cattail. When Sliggoo came out, we have a very familiar battle. Instead of spamming Zen Headbutt though, Summer is spamming Smart Strike. And Sliggoo is doing nothing. Once again, Summer comes out victorious. Peppers dodges Thunder Wave at first, but he didn't one-shot it, so he gets paralyzed in the next turn, and he can't move. Great. Second try, Zen Headbutt connects, so Palmot is down. Soaring Wings one-shot Pneumonia's stupid duck. Now we can fight the Psychic Gym Leader Tulip. Two foul plays takes out Farafrig? Farigarath? I hear both pronunciations. I don't know. The game is still new. The anime hasn't come out yet. I don't know how to pronounce any of these guys. God of War Fairy. So I guess this is training for Summer as she just spams Smart Strike and it doesn't kill it. Psychic does about a third of Summer's health, but it's fine. She won. Esparta comes out, so I use Shadow Ball. Unfortunately, Summer's special attack is really low, so it only did half. One more hit and it's down. Peppers versus Florges. Who will be victorious? Well, I have Crunch, but it didn't kill. I can never one-shot anything. I knew I was in no danger, so I decided to have some fun and Terra. Seed Bomb finishes the battle. Once again, I have another grind session, and the game crashed. Again, this is the 4th time. I jumped on top of the Tatsugi, so my character can teleport apparently. And also for the rest of the battle, a random Slowpoke is just chilling behind me. It's hilarious. Flower Trick does a lot of damage to the 2nd phase of the False Dragon Titan Dondozo. This script is horrible. 3rd phase is against Tatsugi, the true False Dragon Titan. Cattail used Disarming Voice, but his special attack is just awful, so I did very little. I Terra and used Flower Trick, which does massive damage. Thanks to Icy Wind though, Cattail no longer had the speed advantage, so of course he was going to faint. But I guess I got a lot better damage roll because I killed it with one more Flower Trick. With that done, I have to view this heartwarming cutscene where Arvin's Mabosniff gets fully healed. Look how happy he is. I love this cutscene. Climbing back up the snowy mountain to reach the Ice Gym. Fuchsia, the Ice-type gym leader, is the biggest reason I got Peppers. Begin the battle. Peppers one-shot Frostmoth and Beartick with Flamethrower. Good start. I was expecting Low Kick from Mallow to kill Titan, but sadly it didn't. So it didn't last much longer. I sent out Snowball since he's the only other member other than Peppers that's not weak to ice. But at the time, I thought Titan was Ice-Water type. It's not. It's the Terra Whale Pokemon, but it's not Water type. Grusha's final Pokemon is Altaria. The irony is there. Altaria hit Hurricane because of course it did. Blizzard didn't do much. I should have gone with Magical Leaf. It hits Hurricane again because I can't hit low accuracy moves yet he can. Cattail hit a Terra-powered Flower Trick. Meanwhile, Altaria hit another Hurricane. What the f? Flower Trick can't miss, so I got the final gym badge. That means the Pokemon League is now available. Unfortunately, one of the Elite Four is Flying type, so I'm not challenging them until I get way stronger. One powerful flying move and I'm dead. Instead of trying and probably failing at the Elite Four, I decided to walk all the way to the Fairy Team Star Boss, killing everything in my path with an extra XP. Because I don't know how this is going to go, I want to be as strong as possible. Before I challenge the Fairy type Team Star Boss, I need a quick Cuphead break, because it's a fun game. Also, playing Cuphead while you're sick is way more fun than playing a Pokemon challenge while you're sick. I've been playing it too much, haven't I? These star raids are usually easy, and this time it's no different. I defeated 31 of 30 Pokemon. So now it's time to battle the Trans Team Star Boss, Ortega. He's your typical whiny brat who leads with Azumarill, who fainted to a critical Horn Leech from Soaring Wings. Next is Wigglytuff, who survived Seed Bomb and crits me with Play Rough. Then I killed it with a critical Horn Leech. Oh my god! Doc spun versus Soaring Wings, and after it hit Play Rough and I hit Horn Leech, it started spamming Baby Doll Eyes, lowering my attack stat. It missed Play Rough, but because of the attack drops, Horn Leech left it with what has to be 1 HP. It couldn't dodge Play Rough again, so Soaring Wings is very hurt. Giga Reverum is out, and its ability is Misty Surge, summoning Misty Terrain. I'm pretty sure the only reason it has this ability is so that it can use Steel Roller, an extremely powerful Steel type move that only works if Terrain is up. Horn Leech didn't do much, and Mystical Torque is, well, Summer is out to dodge Confuse Ray due to Affection, and its super effective Smart Strike. Reverum hit Confuse Ray, but I didn't hit myself. Summer snapped out of her confusion really fast after being hit by Magical Torque. Smart Strike is my only super effective move, so I keep using it. Magical Torque has a 30% chance to confuse me, and of course I hit myself. Spin Out finishes Summer. Snowball summons Snow, meaning Blizzard bypasses accuracy checks. Reverum hits me with Confuse Ray, so I'm confused. I hit myself in confusion, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And after the third, Magical Torque knocked out Snowball. In all honesty, the game has been really nice to me about freezes, paralysis, and confusion, but it gave me the biggest middle finger with that one. Also, fun fact, Magical Torque is the only new fairy move introduced in Gen 9. Flower Trick from Cattail gets the win. Traveled all around this region so I can fly to where the Team Star base is. I'm not confident already because it's a fighting type Team Star Boss and half my team is weak to fighting. Me and Clive meet Eli, the final Team Star Boss. I'm scared of her since her team is very strong, half my team is weak to fighting, and her Reverum is a meat grinder. I'm not ready yet. So I grind by challenging Terra Raid dens until my whole team is level 60, then I reset the clock since it was on the wrong time, and so on the walk back I hit every Terra Raid den that was worth my time. Here's the team. Highest level is Cattail at level 63. I taught a ton of my Pokemon Zen Headbutt and Cattail Play Rough with some extra coverage. I don't know how this is going to go, so wish me luck. The Star Raid was not easy. You have no idea how many flying fighting types are in the game until you have to beat Rai with a team of grass types. I had to utilize the vending machine several times. Great, now I'm thirsty. Ira is the kind of girl who gets super into her work, so she doesn't talk to us for very long before screaming and challenging us. First is my nemesis, Toxicroak, but for the first time ever, I remember its typing, and that it's double weak to Psychic. Ha! Passimian, or as the anime calls it, is next and takes half health from Aerial Ace and does massive damage with close combat. Close combat's effect is lowering the user's defense special defense, so Aerial Ace beats it next round. I sent up Peppers for Annihilate because Ghost is weak to Dark, and then I realized Fighting resists Dark, so it's only neutral. Luckily, Peppers has Zen Headbutt. Annihilate fell to the same sequence as Passimian. I was expecting Lucario to be faster than Peppers and knock him out, but Peppers is a very speedy seed, despite Lucario having 37 more base speed. That's not what matters now. What matters is the Giga Reverie meat grinder that's coming my way. Combat Torque knocked out Peppers. I tear a Cattail so he's no longer weak to fighting. All Cattail did was raise his defense by 5 stages before he fainted. I sent out Snowball, but decided to be funny and try to hit Shield Cold. Since I was 5 levels higher, Shield Cold only has a 34% chance to hit. And of course, it didn't, but it'd be cool if it did. Actually, a lot of luck happened in that fight. Snowball got paralyzed once. Combat Torque paralyzed me twice. The power of Friendship allowed me to dodge Combat Tongue 3 times. It also had me cure paralysis almost immediately, and a lot of crits happened. I'm pretty sure all of that combined is less likely than Shield Cold missing 4 times in a row. I don't know, I'm not good at math. Mallow is out, but suddenly Rai started to fight like an idiot. She had several opportunities to attack me, but decided to spam Shift Gear instead while I hit her with Zen Headbutts and Drop Kicks, so we won. That fight was a luck-riddled mess towards the middle, but the end was really weird. Why did she do that? Now the bosses are down, so Team Star is almost done for. All we have to do is beat the big boss, who was revealed to be the girl on the phone, Cassiopeia. Not very surprising. She wants to meet us in the schoolyard in Narinja Academy at night. When I arrive, it's late afternoon. Clive is there, and he tells us he's actually Director Clevel. Then the Scooby-Doo episode continues when he says he is Cassiopeia and challenges us to a battle. Luckily, this isn't my first playthrough, so I knew he led with a Oranguru, so I led with Cattail. I used Foul Play because it's super effective, and he foul played me back. I laughed and then took it out. I know all too well about Obama Snow's double weakness to fire, so I send out Peppers to one-shot with Flamethrower. I have nothing to deal with Gyarados, so I send out Summer's because she's the best girl. Gyarados kept spamming the incredibly inaccurate Stone Edge while I spammed Horn Leech. Since Stone Edge is incredibly inaccurate, it missed once, so Summer got the win. Poltegeist is weak to Dark, so I have Cattail almost kill it with Foul Play. It missed the first Will-O-Wisp, but because of weak armor, it speed rose, so I'm burned. I almost mistook Amoonguss for Brute Bonnet, so I almost used a fighting move, but stopped myself at the last second, so after a flinch, the Sussy Baka is down. Why did I write that? Earthquake from Soaring Wings did about half the Skeledirge, and he uses a Terra boosted Torch Song, and missed. Unlike Flower Trick, which bypasses accuracy checks, using the power of Friendship, Skeledirge missed its super effective Terra boosted Torch Song, allowing Soaring Wings to hit the last Earthquake to win the battle. Soaring Wings having maxed out Friendship gives it the ability to dodge moves 10% of the time. Torch Song has 100 accuracy, but my Friendship being maxed out only has 90 accuracy. That was awesome. To nobody's surprise, Clever was bluffing. He was testing us in order to fight the real Cassiopeia. He got in big trouble for battling with a student in a battle-free zone. It's time to battle the real Cassiopeia, who is revealed to be Penny, the girl with the fluffy Eevee backpack, and who is probably my favorite character in the game, my soulmate and good friend. Penny's gimmick is using an entire team of Eeveelutions, so she's not that hard at all. Now I love his Umbreon to spam Loath Sweep. It spammed Baby Doll Eyes, so when it started to attacking, my attack was down 2 stages, so I didn't do much. That is until I crit bypassing the accuracy drops on the turn where I would have killed it anyway. Are you freaking kidding me? Flareon falls to Earthquake and Leafeon falls to Flamethrower. Flower Trick is no longer bugged, so it crits and bypasses the Baby Doll Eyes. I send out Snowball for Jolteon because I want to utilize my whole team. It used Thunder, but I misclick and use Sheer Cold. One-hit KO moves only work if you're a higher level, and will fail if you're a lower level. It is 1 level higher, so I can't hit it. Summer vs. Sylveon, but this didn't go well. Much like Umbreon, Sylveon spammed Baby Doll Eyes twice, and two-shot me with Moonblast. Damn. Cattail finished it. Team Star is officially done. For about 3 minutes. After the battle, Clive reveals himself to be Clevel, and revealed a heartwarming cutscene about Penny meeting and bonding with the 5 Team Star bosses. Clevel lets Team Star live on, and everyone is happy. But then he lists off their crimes and the heartwarming moment is over. We have one more chat with Penny at the bottom of the stairs to the academy. She thanks me, gives me Draco Meteor, which is useless, and runs off to the academy. Starfall Street is done. Time to challenge the Pokemon League. I have no confidence in myself. First is Ground Trainer Rika. Wishcash is double weak to grass, so yeah. Camelot is next, but it's fire type, so Soaring Wings one-shots it with Earthquake. Leaf Blade does massive damage to Donphan, and of course another Poison Jab. One more Leaf Blade takes it out. It was a crit too. Dugtrio is fast but frail, so one Seed Bomb would have killed it, but it set up Sandstorm so it dodged Seed Bomb, because its ability is Sand Veil. So after a Rock Slide, I killed it. If I flinched, I would have stopped playing for the day. Clodsire is base ground poison, but when she terrors, it's pure ground, so one flower trick wins the battle. She's a ground trainer, of course it'd go well. Second is Steel Trainer Poppy. She uses Caparaja, who survives Earthquake and sets up Stealth Rock. Well, that's kind of annoying. One more Earthquake kills it and Poppy sends out Corviknight. Being a flying type, I need to send out Peppers, who one-shots it with Flamethrower. Bronzong is out, and it's always a gamble with these things, not Pokemon Legends Arceus type games, since they can either have Levitate or Heat Proof. But luckily, basically no Bronzong has Heat Proof, so Flamethrower is still super effective and kills it. Magnezone is quad weak to ground, but because of Sturdy, it survives on 1 health, but it only sets up Light Screen, so it doesn't do anything else. Finally is Tinkaton, the first real challenge of the Elite Four. Tinkaton's signature move is Gigaton Hammer, a very strong move, and it gets Stab and Terror Boost. Its only side effect is that it cannot be used twice in a row. Earthquake does a Tinkaton, but it doesn't kill it. She goes for Stone Edge, and of course it hits. It knocks out Soaring Wings. Mallow survives the Gigaton Hammer, so she can finish Tinkaton with Low Kick. That was stressful. I use a Tinkaton on my main file of Pokémon Scarlet, so I know how powerful Tinkaton can be. Next is Flying Trainer Larry. I've been worrying about this fight the whole game, and it's the main reason I got Snowball. Tropius is double weak to ice, so Blizzard one-shots it. Artalia is also double weak to ice, but of course it knows Flamethrower, and so Snowball is deep into yellow health. Staraptor hits close combat, so Snowball is done. Peppers gets hit by Brave Bird, but he survives due to affection. Flamethrower kills it. Oricorio survives Flamethrower and knocks out Peppers with Air Slash. Damn. Summer gets the KO. Flamigo knocks out Summer with close combat though, so I send out Cattail, but Flower Trick almost doesn't kill, but not quite, and Flamigo uses Brave Bird and knocks out Cattail. That is exactly what I wanted. The recoil from Brave Bird made Flamigo lose its last bit of health and knock itself out. That was hilarious. I can't believe the AI actually fell for that. Finally, it's Dragon Trainer Hassel. Why is the final trainer of the Elite Four mostly Dragon? Dragons aren't cool. They can be defeated by a hunk of frozen water or a tiny cute puffball. Anyway, he leads with Noivern, who hits Super Fang. Super Fang always does exactly half of your current HP and damage, so yeah, it can never one-shot you unless you're a no randomizer, but it can do massive damage. So even though Noivern faints, it did so much damage before it did. The Dragalge is poison type, so I send out Soaring Wings after a Snowball faints. Earthquake doesn't kill, so Soaring Wings gets hit by Sludge Bomb and poisons me. One more Earthquake kills it. Flapple is out, and I would love to use Blizzard, but if you remember correctly, Snowball fainted, and I can't use items like Revive, so I need Summer to land Mega Horn, and of course it survives on 1 HP. Dragon Rush does about half, so I go for Smart Strike for the accuracy. Haxorus falls to 2 play roughs, so Baxter is out. Crunch from Peppers does very little, so it lands Glyveal Rush. It knocked out Peppers. It's defense throw though. Mallow hit low kick and survived Icicle Crash. She would have gotten the KO, but was hit with another Icicle Crash. But she survived, and I thought I was happy, and then got super angry when she flinched. Summer hit Smart Strike and almost kills it, but Galvish Glaive Rush knocks it out. Soaring Wings survives Icicle Crash because of Perfection, and he also flinched. What the actual Cattail finished the battle with a Terra-powered Flower Trick. That battle was a statistical mess. What the hell? Those last two Elite Four members is worthy of a Cuphead break. Listen, Pokemon challenges are fun, but stressful, so I will have way more fun playing a game I'm decently good at than a Pokemon challenge. Also, half of Pokemon challenges are just pure luck and not skill. Nice. Anyway, after the Pokemon League is top champion Geeta. She deals with Esparta against Snowball. I didn't know if Snowball would be able to win, so after being hit with Lumina Crash, I go for Sheer Cold and actually landed, getting a one-hit KO. That is the first time I will ever land a one-hit KO move. Next is King Gambit, who is double weak to low sweep. It didn't kill, of course, so it hits Cowtown and Cleave, dealing massive damage. One more low sweep, bye-bye King Gambit. Veluza, the Zubat of the Sea, is out, but it's water types, so my whole team is good against it, so Flower Trick just kills it. I know it might seem fast, but it's actually slower than you think. We have a Go-Goat vs Go-Goat mirror match, and after 2 area races, my Go-Goat is superior. Low Kick does a lot less than expected to Avalugg, so it hits super effective ice moves, but the power of friendship really pulls its weight, so Mallow survives on 1 health and beats Avalugg. Someone needs to count how many times this has happened, but good god. Glimmora falls to 1 Flower Trick, so I win. The Elite Four was harder than the champion. Now that I'm a champion ranked trainer, Pneumonia wants to battle me with her full strength. I use Flower Trick on Lycanroc since it'll set up Stealth Rock, which is way too annoying. After it fainted, I have Peppers hit Zen Headbutt on Palma until it hit close combat, almost killing me. Ice Punch finished Peppers. Snowball gets hit by close combat, so I have only 13 health and kills Palma with Blizzard. I sent out Mallow for Earthworm to use fighting moves, cause I'm not making that mistake again. Mallow actually got hurt pretty damn bad after that. Summer vs Goodra to hit 2 Mega Horns, but Goodra barely survives, but for the first time, Summer lost to Goodra. That's embarrassing. Goodra then outsped and one-shot Mallow with Ice Beam. Damn it. Soaring Wings avenged his fallen comrades with Area Race. Dunsparce is out and hits Hyper Drill, dealing massive damage. I use Horn Leech to try to stay healthy, but suddenly Nemona stopped using Hyper Drill. She'd much rather use Dragon Rush and have her Dunsparce faint. Why'd she do that? That was just dumb. That's the funny part about Gen 8 and 9 AI. The vast majority of it is good, but sometimes it's really bad. Flower Trick gives me the win. Victory Road is complete. Last, for the Path of Legends, is a battle with Orvin to prepare for our journey into the center of the Earth, I mean the great crater Paldea. And, I'm a bit over-leveled. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to do this fight before finishing, the other 2 missions. So, yeah. Mallow 2-shots Green Dent with low sweep, so Scorvillain is out. I sent out Soaring Wings to hit Area Race, and it hits Fire Blast. It only hit 1 though. Toad's Cruel hits Sludge Bomb, but is double weak to Ice, so Blizzard, yeah. Gargantuar falls to 2 Horn Leeches, but it sets up Stealth Rock. Great. I kept Summer out for Closter, who uses Icicle Spear, and it hit 5 times, knocking out Summer from full health. Cattail finished it though. Mabo Sniff also falls to Flower Trick. Now it's time for the Great Crater Paldea. Most of this part of the game is just walking and a battle with a Glimmora, Screamtail, and Great Tusks. I would have spent less time here, but I was distracted by this weird visual glitch when checking out my team. After the Great Tusks, I learned that you can actually fly out of the crater if you wanted to. Cool, so if it gets stuck, I don't have to grind on Paradox Pokemon. That would suck. Then I spent a lot of time walking all the way back down to the bottom of the crater into a giant cave, all while Quartz Quadrant Zone Path played in the background. That was annoying. At the very bottom of the crater, we get ambushed by a bunch of Paradox Pokemon. Great Tusk was easy, Root Bonnet, piece of cake. Fluttermane almost killed me. The game hits you with the large storage route, but I played this game 2 times already and I don't really care, so boom! Final boss battle. I know AI Sada is not technically the final boss, the Paradise Protection Protocol is, but the Paradise Protection Protocol forces you to use Koraidon Miraidon, so it doesn't count. My challenges have a rule. Anytime the game forces you to go against the rules, it doesn't count. The AI Sada battle is the last time I can use my magnificent grass types, so it's the final battle. Let's see how it went. First is Slitherwing, who is double weak to flying, so I have Soaring Wings go for area race, but Slitherwings outspeeds and hits lunge and kills Soaring Wings before he can even do anything. Damn it. Flamethrower from Peppers doesn't kill, and it hits low sweep, lowering my speeds. The next turn is faster, hits lunge, and the legend Peppers lives. Friendship is the best. God, did I just say that? Flamethrower kills it. I sent out Summer, who for the first time ever since her conception is in her Summer form. I just thought it was fitting. Fluttermane knows Mystical Fire, and it's faster, so after getting off a Smart Strike, Summer faints. Cattail gets hit by Mystical Fire, but finishes off Fluttermane. This won't go well. Snowball vs Screamtail, who's spamming Drain Punch, while I'm spamming Blizzard. It was an uphill battle, but at the end, Snowball came out on top. Sandy Shock for the one-shot by Chopkick, so at least that went well, but who didn't think it would? Root Bonnet is weak to fighting, so I hit Low Sweep. Payback from Root Bonnet did so much damage, so I hit Low Kick to try to do more, and it did even less. Mallow was down. Peppers is out and is hit by Sucker Punch. That's a priority move that only works if the opponent is attacking. If you remember, Peppers is at 1 health. But the power of friendship had him live, oh my god! Flamethrower gets the KO. Glowing Moon is out, the final Pokemon of the challenge. I try to have Peppers do some damage, but he can't. Snowball is out, but it's hit by the incredibly low Stone Edge, so an injured Cattail is our only hope. It all comes down to this. Banking on friendship would be dumb. My only way to win is to one-shot this thing. I can either A, Terra and hope Flower Trick is enough to KO, or B, I can hope a 90 accuracy Play Rough kills it in one shot. I click Play Rough. It connects and win the battle. Rolling Moon is double weak to Fairy, but my track record of one-shotting Pokemon with double weaknesses has been not very good over my challenge history. It's the final battle against the Paradise Protection Protocol, Koraidon on Koraidon Mirror Match, but I'm pretty sure it's impossible to lose, so after the totally difficult Paradise Protection Protocol battle, a cute little cutscene plays, roll credits. So yes, I've proven it is possible to beat Pokémon Scarlet with only Grass-type Pokemon. I love using Grass-type Pokemon, so I really enjoy this challenge. Pokemon challenges are just fun all around. Reminded me to do Gen 9 challenges once in a blue moon. The first 30 minutes of this video is just one script, and I cut out a total of 20 minutes of me talking from this whole video. They're fun, they're just super long. Pokemon challenges will always keep coming, and I have a few ideas, so you'll just have to wait for those. I recommend this challenge for those of you who are just getting into Pokemon challenges. Also, from now on, Meowscarada will be regarded as top tier, no exceptions after that Sada battle. Looking forward to seeing what my next challenge will be. I don't know what it'll be, but I'm excited for it. See ya.